What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit a million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hey people, this is my mom's show where she talks about us. We give her the things that we give y'all the show. Get Cody, here you come.
Hey guys, happy Friday. We made it. Sheesh. Thought I wasn't gonna make it, y'all. I thought I wasn't gonna make it. But I made it. We're here. Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. My name is Chantal, aka Shan, mama of the girls. This is Cozy Womb Podcast, where I discuss everything parenting, surviving our kids, and making sure they grow up to be better people, okay? Podcasts are one of the few freedoms we got left. So talk it, share it, post it. All right. So y'all see it. Today's Friday, and this is episode 12, and I want to talk about mothers just want balance. For the most part, mothers just want balance. But what comes with balance is a lot of work on our part as mothers and a lot of work on our co-parenting parts, or our husbands, or, the partners we're with that help create those children or will help support those children. And that's what I want to talk about today, because what does balance look like for moms? What does balance look like for you? What does your work day look like? Do you have another adult to help you? Do you have 45 minutes in your day for yourself? Is there a way for you to simplify your day? And have you asked for help? Because honestly, a lot of moms don't even know how to ask for help, let alone ask for help. And I want to talk about all of it right now, right here on Cozy Womb Podcast. Let's go. Don't forget to check out Cozy Womb Podcast merch on the Cozy Womb shop with Teespring. Most mothers do a lot with taking care of kids and pouring into kids. Making sure your kids become better people in life is not easy. It's not always fun. It's not an enjoyable process all the time. You're going to have days where I don't want you to hug me and tell me good night. I just want you to go to bed. You're going to have days where you want to hug. You're going to have days where you want to snuggle up on the couch, and that's something you normally don't do. You're going to have days where you don't want them to stay up, and you're going to have days where you want them to go to bed at 6 o'clock. That's the reality of being a mom, right? And moms, I feel like, have a responsibility to do a better job at being present in the moments that they have with kids. So, for instance, when you make breakfast for your kids, find a way to make breakfast time fun. I have a bad habit of making a big breakfast on the weekends, making sure they have what they need, but not making sure I have time enough to sit with them at the table while they eat breakfast and talk. I'm usually always eating in the kitchen, standing up, on my phone, listening to music, and they're at the table. And by the time they're done, that's when I'm starting to eat my breakfast. So when that's the case, make sure you make breakfast in a way where you all can sit down and enjoy it at the same time and talk. When it comes to playing with kids, sometimes I want to go in the room and sit on the floor and play with them to figure out what they playing and, you know, what their characters are and all of that. When you take your kids to the park, find a way to play with them while they're at the park. Just don't take them to the park and sit down at the side and not interact. Because when you interact with your kids and you see them play with other kids, then you'll start to really see your child's character, right? And you don't want to miss out on that by being on your phone. You don't want to miss out on that by talking to another adult while your kids are at the park, but you really don't know what they talk about to other kids or how they act or how they handle a child dragging them all over the park, and they really don't want to play with them, but your kid doesn't know how to speak up for themselves at the park because you didn't even see that there was an issue because you're not paying attention. So play with your kids at the park. Be in the moment. Make sure that you're mentally well to be taking care of your kids. It's a mental check, right? I remember when Ari was 1 to 2.5 or 3 years old, and I would be driving with both of the girls in the car and missing out on sleep and being stressed and feeling like I was in this constant rotation of going to work, picking up the girls. Dropping the girls off, waking up early, getting the girls dressed, taking them in the car, dropping them off the opposite direction of work, driving to work the opposite direction of where I took them, getting off of work, driving past my house to go pick them up, and then driving back from where I picked them up at to go home and doing it again and doing it again and doing it again. And I was like lost in my mind. And then that was when I seeked out a therapist to go to, and I found a therapist near my house, and I went to go see her like once a week. And a misconception about therapy is, oh, you're gonna go there, you're gonna talk to a complete stranger, and they're gonna fix you. No, that's not what happens. What happens is you go there, you meet a person that's supposed to be legally, professionally able to help you talk through what your problem is, give you resources on how to help solve or simplify your problems, and give you tools on how you can do that for yourself without them. And then once you develop these tools to be able to solve your own issues in your mind without a complete stranger guiding you through them, that's when you know that you don't need to be coming to therapy anymore. And that's all it is. It's not you go in there and somebody does brain science sorcery on you. That's not what happened. So I was basically driving with the girls in the car, driving. 1, missing my exit. 2, forgetting where I was going. And 3, like completely tuning them out. I wasn't aware of how fast I was going. I wasn't aware of, oh, I'm in this lane. And it's super dangerous. But that's what was happening because I wasn't getting enough sleep. I wasn't getting enough help at the time. I was stressed out. I was going through what I was going through with Ari's dad. And I was just like not in a good place. And that happens to a lot of moms, and they don't ask for help. They don't let anybody know that's what they're dealing with. And they carry that weight every day, in and out of work, in and out of grocery stores, in and out of, car seats, and packing a bag and making sure this and making sure that. And for moms, we spend a lot of time having multiple brains for our multiple children and ourselves. And that gets heavy and frustrating. So I'm saying this to say, take a break from your kids. It's healthy. And enjoy the break from your kids. That's healthy. And let your kids enjoy the break from you. Every relationship, people need a break from other people. That is how you find balance in the relationship, right? Spend your time in a balanced way. Check this out. This is how I look at mommy. Being a mom is 45% of what you got to do, but you don't technically want to. 25% of what you love. 15% of what you learn. 5% of what you hate but needs to get done. And 10% of kid fun. Period. That is balanced mommy. Now, maybe your percentages look different, but that's how my percentages look when I'm momming. This is how moms make it every day. This is how I make it every day. And I make sure I pour into all of these different percentages of what it is to be a mom. So when you have multiple kids, this is what happens. You have to find a way to spend time with your kids individually to learn about who they are better. Because every child is different. Allow your kids to learn about who you are also. Because you are still who you were before you had children. That doesn't die unless you allow it to. A lot of people have children and then they completely forget their goals they had before they had kids. They completely forget the passions that they had before they had kids. And then they turn around and they blame why they don't do those things anymore on their kids. No, it's not the kid's fault. It's your fault. You gave up on yourself somewhere along the way because it was just easier to let go of the old stuff to deal with the new stuff. And I get it. But when you really care about yourself and you really love on yourself and you're not a hypocrite to your kids telling them you can do anything you want to do, you could be anything you want to be, you have to be consistent and you have to stick with it and you have to be intentional, you cannot turn around and not do that yourself. You cannot tell your kids to be all these great things and not do that yourself. So I can feel when the girls are listening to me podcast. I can feel when Aya's looking at me in a influential way. I can tell when my children are studying how I talk to people, how I set up, my desk, why I clean up the way that I clean up. I see all of that. And so when you are a mom, you have to be really intentional about the things that you do in front of your kids. You have to respect that your children are different and don't compare them. And make mama time a known thing to your kids too. Because then your kids will grab onto the fact that, you know what? I am getting on my mom's nerves. Mom, I'm going to try to make sure you have a good day today. Mom, I'm going to make sure that I listen more today, okay? And the girls do that for me sometimes. Do they always follow through? Not all the time. But for the most part, they do that for me. And I think a lot of moms, we have to take it easy on ourselves, right? We have to start prepping ahead of time for things we know are coming. Whether you like it or not, that's not the problem. If you know that it's coming and you can't prevent it, prepare for it. Period. Okay? Don't make the mess pile up. A lot of moms do this. You let messes pile up. What do you mean, Shan? Let me tell you. You let messes pile up. Like you let dishes pile up. You let laundry pile up. You let bills pile up. You let your sadness pile up. You let the need for you to ask for help pile up until you just explode on people. You let your weight pile up on you. Okay? That's the thing. Don't blame it on them kids. Blame it on the fact that you gave up on yourself a long time ago. You let the trash pile up in the car. You could clean that car out 5 minutes. It take you 5 minutes to clean that car out on a daily with them kids, and you don't do it. There's a reason why you don't do it, right? You could clean out that purse. Clean out that mama purse. Your purse does not have to be that junky. You can easily find your stuff tomorrow if you clean it out today. Right? Organize your calendar when you have the chance to organize your calendar. Instagram could wait. TikTok can wait. Your show can wait. Right? And do not keep kicking. Don't keep cooking food when there's food in the fridge. Stall them kids out. Stall them out. You hungry so bad? Eat the chicken and rice that I already cooked in the fridge from yesterday. I'm not cooking nothing new today. What's for dinner? Pasta. But I don't want pasta. Let's go here. No. I don't want to drive anywhere after I get off from work. There's food in here. I'm not buying anything else. Do you know how much money I spent on groceries? I'm not going out my way to buy food that's quicker than what I already have in the house. But I'm going to eat what I had in the house because I already paid for it. Teach your kids that. And I think we all need to give other moms grace. We need to give ourselves grace. We have to stop trying to do it all. And if you're at the pool with your kids, be at the pool with your kids, not on the phone with your kids. Be in the pool with your kids. Help your kid learn how to swim or float or play ball. Please pay attention this spring, summer with your kids at the pool or around the pool or around water or at the beach. Just so you know. This is a message for podcasters. So, one of my books is on sale for the next 5 days. Yeah. On sale. Yeah. Lower price. Yeah. So, Marketing the Podcast 101. Workbook, journal, think box, whatever you want to call it. You can write in it, you can doodle in it, you can jot down thoughts in it, notes, people's social media names, all of that, right? You can even share it with your team if you have a group of podcasters, right? It's on sale for 5 days from the 17th to the 21st, which is Sunday, I believe. Now, in this book, I focus on TikTok, Twitter, IG, collaborations that you may have with other podcasters, how to set up your merch page, how to promote, how often to tweet, how to set up your YouTube. All of that is all in one book because those are the main places that people want to market their show to. Okay? Whatever they're promoting to. And I'm going to help you in this book. It's $10 for the next 5 days. $10 for the next 5 days. And it's on lulu.com. So go ahead and put in Marketing the THEE Podcast 101. Okay? And you're going to get the book. You're going to ship it to wherever you want to ship it. Probably your office or your friend who's a podcaster. Or yourself, or maybe you want to buy two. I don't know. But it's on sale for 5 days. I wanted to tell you guys about it. Let's get into the show. Thank you guys for checking out the show. This is Cozy Womb Podcast. If you would like to support the podcast, you can also shop at Cozy Womb Shop with Teespring or Mama's Cozy Closet that gives great, comfortable.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
When you visit Arizona, time is measured in moments, not minutes. Like the moment your work stress disappears as you kayak through the canyons. Or the moment you discover the life-changing effects of prickly pear chocolate. But nothing beats the moment you see the Grand Canyon for the very first time. Visit a new state of mind. Learn more at hereyouareaz.com.
Merch for mamas all around the world. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following. And if you would like to donate straight to Red Circle, you can down below in the show notes. Thank you. Let's continue the show. Yay! Parent kid news. Or maybe it's just like announcements. Maybe. I didn't want to talk about any like negative kid news or parenting news this week. So what I will say is shout out to all the single moms that I'm seeing on social media, and when I'm, driving around and seeing new shops and new stores and new, entrepreneurial businesses popping up. Shout out to the single moms out here starting their business and working for themselves. Shout out to the single moms out here buying their homes and having ownership with their children, and maybe another single mom, trying to make it work, trying to make the family structure and the family dream happen, even though it doesn't involve the traditional man and woman and kids. Maybe it might be your best friend who's also single mom and your children, and y'all just, creating a life and having some sort of ownership, and I think that's super important. So shout outs to y'all. Also, the moms with kids under 5. How was your week? How was your week? How was your sanity? Are you enjoying your nights where you get to clean up or work out? Did their daddy come pick them up and take them somewhere so you could have a house of peace that you just cleaned? Did you get to clean out your truck this week, or your vehicle, or the trunk? Did you find that card that was stuck between the seat and the bubble gum and the old popcorn for last week? Did you find it? Did you find the card you thought that you lost that you were going to have to wait a couple of weeks to get? Today's Friday. You can relax, hopefully. Hopefully you don't have to work this weekend. Hopefully this weekend you don't have to be somewhere you don't want to be. This weekend for me, I'm definitely going to the salon tomorrow. Okay. I'm getting my hair cut into a bob because I just need something new, something refreshing, something that is me. Okay. And it's just going to be a real fun way to, cheer myself up, do something. I really wanted a mullet, but the hairstylist that I wanted to do my mullet, she sort of flaked on me and act like she wanted to reschedule for a second time, but I know deep down, no you don't. So I took it upon myself to find me another stylist. So she will be cutting my hair tomorrow, so that's exciting. There goes 4 hours of my Saturday. Other than that, it is time to register your new elementary school student for elementary, okay? So they're doing pre-kindergarten registration now, pre-K, and they're doing kindergarten registration. So I will be registering Aria for elementary school. So her and Anya will be going to the same school, and they will be taking a school bus, and they'll be dropped off at the house. And I have to make sure that my life is surrounded around the time of their pickup and their drop off. And that is a hassle for a lot of moms, and a lot of moms take sacrifices on what job opportunities they can have and what pay they can have, because they might be the sole person to pick up and drop off kids. And a lot of jobs do not end at 2:00 or end at 1:00 for you to pick up kids. And a lot of jobs don't even pay you enough to have after school programs that you could pay for out of pocket while paying your other bills. And so you have to make a sacrifice on what jobs you can take because you need to be available to your kids. And that is the mystery sacrifice that a lot of parents don't know until they become parents, is that your work life does not coincide with your child's school life, and you're going to have to make a sacrifice. And it's always at a point where you're just like, I cannot make less money than what I'm making to need government help. I'm going to have to make more money than I'm making so I can pay for the things that I need for the ease that I need in my lifestyle. And so that, my friend, is my new challenge, because according to the state, I am rich. I am rich enough to pay for my home, my car, groceries by myself. I'm rich enough to pay for my own health insurance and for the girls, and I'm rich enough to pay for them to go to after school programs and camp, and I'm rich enough to be able to be at work and at the same time be at home to be able to pick them up. That's a whole lie. But that's how the state and the government make a lot of parents look on paper, whether you're a single dad or you're a single mom. They try to make it look like the job that you're working with, the expenses that you have, makes sense enough for you to be able to do these things, even with other little people needing you. And so when people think about, oh, I want to have kids, or I think it's so cute, that's like your child being cute and you being a parent is like 15% of it. The rest is a whole bunch of stuff that you don't want to do, a whole bunch of places where you don't want to be at, but you have to because your children didn't ask to be here. So just think about that every time you get baby fever, anytime you feel like, you know, all your friends around you are getting married and having kids. Think about that when you go out to eat, you can spend $30 on you only instead of $70. All right? And hug yourself and be grateful. Yeah. Register your kids on time for school. Get their paperwork together. Make sure you know where their documents are. Make sure you have your Benadryl in the house because spring is coming. Pollen is here. Allergies are going to be kicking. Make sure you have your Benadryl cream for when they get mosquito bites. Your mosquito spray. Spray the backyard. I'm getting birthday stuff for Ari's 5th birthday. She's turning 5. And so that's what I'm doing. I have toys hidden in my house from both of my children because her older sister is a snitch. And so, yeah, it's going to be another backyard birthday party at my house. So there's that. And, oh, this is a funny thing, but it really happened today. So I ordered a bouncy house, right? Because I don't know if one of them is up and I don't want them to hear me. I ordered a bouncy house and it was cheaper than the one I had last year, right? The ones I had last year went up another $100 this year. And I'm just like, I'm not paying $300 for you to use my electricity for 5+ hours for an inflatable thing that you're going to get later on in the day. I'm not paying $300 for that, right? So I found a place that has a smaller bouncy house, but is a princess castle, which will work. I don't have a lot of kids coming to Ari's birthday party, so that's fine. And it cost me way less than what I paid last year. So what happens is once you put your information in, the people from last year automatically was like a birthday coming around and they sent me an email. So when they sent me an email, I checked their website and I didn't like the prices. So once they saw that I didn't go through and order a bouncy house, the lady had texted me. And she was like, hey, I see your information here. I know we sent you a coupon. Could you tell me why you didn't go through with the order? And I was like, I found another bouncy house for less. Period. She texts me back. Okay. So when she texts me back, she was like, oh, could you tell me which bouncy house you went with? So I sent her a little picture of what it looks like and the price was next to it. And she was like, okay. She was like, what company was that with? Because I can't find it. So now I'm just like, oh my God, girl, you are really pushing it. I already paid my deposit. Like, there's no way I'm backing out of this, right? So I was like, this is a company. She was like, oh, I never heard of them, but you just want to make sure that they are licensed and that all the equipment is, properly, set up, and our company is licensed and properly set up, and our items are clean, is guaranteed delivery on time, and she basically selling me for no reason on something I already paid for. So I'm sending you the receipt of what I already paid for another company, and you're trying to sell me on a bouncy house that is twice the price of what I paid on the same day for the same time. Sis, I don't care if the bouncy house had bubbles automatically coming out of it for 6+ hours and I could keep it overnight. I am not about to pay double for you, lose the $100 deposit that I already paid for this bouncy house, just so I can go with your company and you can feel satisfied. Get over yourself. And a lot of companies this year are going to have to learn to get over themselves, because yes, I do understand inflation is happening and prices are high for everybody. And on top of that, the bouncy house that I had, because they're coming from North Georgia, I had to pay $50 extra for their gas, which I understand because that's a far way for you to drive and pick up inflatable. But at the same time, sis, no, I don't care if the bouncy house that I got now this year is smaller than the one I had last year. She's 5, is her sister, possibly 2 other kids on a birthday where I'm paying for other things out of my pocket as a single mother. When it comes to Ari's birthday party, I don't ask her dad to help me with Ari's birthday stuff. I buy the cake myself because we don't share her birthday. We share Aria, but we don't share her birthday. So he has his own birthday thing at his house with his girlfriend and her sister and her sister's brother, right? And him. And I and my family have our own thing with Ari. Will we ever get to a part where we celebrate Ari's birthday together? I don't know. But for right now, we do it separately, and I don't ask him to go in with me for the bouncy house. I don't ask him to go in with me on the cake or the food that he's not going to be here enjoying with Ari. I don't ask him for none of that. I take care of that. Not even her toys. I don't ask him to go half on me on her toys. The most I asked him to do this year is pick up the cake because the bakery is closer to his house. Right? And so when it comes to this birthday stuff, a lot of times what parents get wrong is thinking is super important. Every birthday is super important. Let me tell you the important birthdays of a child. The only important birthdays of your child is going to be their first birthday, which that kid doesn't care about. Is more so about parents most of the time. Don't go overboard, don't overbuy, and don't overcake. Overcake is buying a cake big that you can't finish, that you're going to waste, right? Don't do it. Did it with Anya, did not do it with Arya. I learned my lesson. The next birthday is going to be the 5th birthday. That's the next special birthday, right? This one coming up. So I got the bouncy house. I got her toys. I got her new tutu outfit. I got her, oh my God, I need to hide her tutu. It's in my room. She can't see it. Okay, I need to hide it. I got her a cotton candy machine, so I'm going to make cotton candy balls. I'm going to get her favorite food, which is fried chicken. She's just like her daddy. And the cake is from Piece of Cake. It's their funfetti cake, where it's very light. The icing is delicious and it's full of sprinkles, and a circle cake, and it's pretty. And I got her a doll and then like a Barbie thing, right? What else do I need to get? You know what I'm saying? And the decorations, I need to get the balloons last minute. I hate balloons. I gotta get the balloons next minute. I don't know if my mom is gonna be coming. I don't know yet. I don't know if my cousins are gonna be coming. I don't know yet, right? But that's all I know for right now. So the other special birthday would be probably age 8. That's a special birthday because they get opinionated. Age 10, because it's your first double digit. Then 13, because you're actually a teen at that point. Then 16, and then 18, and then 21, and then 25. And then after that, nobody cares about your birthday. no one cares about your birthday. Period. So there's that. So let's get into the episode because I feel like I talked a lot.
Here we go.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Dry drowning is a thing. If your child swallows too much water and they've been playing the whole time, they didn't drown in a violent way, but it's an overall drowning, and then after they leave that pool and they fall asleep and it's too much water in their lungs, they will drown internally. So be aware of your children at the pool, at the beach, over this spring, summer. I know I'm going to see the stories and the articles, but I don't want to see a lot of them. Okay, I got to be honest with myself. I know I'm going to see it, but I don't want to see a lot of them. So take precautions when they're out at the pool. Be in the pool with them. Enjoy the moment with them. If you at one of those jumping trampoline places, please keep it clean. Take your sanitizer, take your wet wipes, right? But be at the trampoline place with them. Jump with them. Flip with them. Race with them. Have fun with them. A lot of parents miss out on, I feel like I just woke up one day and they were 5 and then now they're like 16. No, that's not why you feel like that. You feel like that because all of the moments that you should have been playing with your kids and enjoying events with your kids, you were too busy worrying about the next thing or the next panic or the next issue that was going to arise, or you were too busy in your phone watching other people enjoy their lives. Be in the moment with your kids. A lot of moms need to learn how to be in the moment with their kids. Get off your phone. Don't let work consume you. It's very important to not let work consume you because it will consume you, and jobs really don't care about you being a good mom to your kids. They care about how much you will sacrifice being a good mom to your kids. Remember that. So, before I get out of here, I do want to say mothers want balance, and the way that dads can help mothers balance being a mom to the kids is here. I made a list. Okay? I'm going to speak for all moms tonight. Yeah. We want consideration from dads. We want fairness in time spent from dads. We want dads to initiate walks or rides with kids to the school without us. We want dads to initiate possible pickups sometimes and drop-offs. We want dads to recognize when we need mama time, self-care time, alone time. Ooh, girl, your hair been looking rough for the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna take the kids on Saturday or Sunday, see if you could get an appointment and go get your hair done. Self-care, ladies, self-care. We appreciate when the dads recognize that. When you want to get your nails done and you don't want to have the kids in the shop. I hate taking the girls to the nail shop. So when my friends take the kids for a little bit, that's where I'm at. I'm in the nail shop. And I'm up the ante and get me a deep scrubbing, a deep tissue massage. You know what I'm saying? So, dads, we appreciate when you take away the kids and we can have that time. We also appreciate when you cook dinner without us begging you to. We appreciate when you find a sitter so you can possibly, give me time to myself, or we go out. We appreciate that. We appreciate you taking initiative and going grocery shopping so I don't have to. That is something I hate doing. I hate grocery shopping with the girls because they just don't appreciate the fact that I really want to make healthy decisions, and they always rush me to get out the grocery store, and I usually forget something I really needed. We appreciate when you take upon yourself to recognize that your child needs to be disciplined, and I don't want to have to yell one more time, and I don't want to have to get up and let them know that they didn't do what I said one more time. When you do it, That's love. That's audio love to my ears when you yell for me, when you correct them for me. That will help moms balance, man. What else will help us? Keeping the noise down. Would y'all keep the noise down? Your mom is trying to do such and such. Do you hear the love? Do you hear the love in that? Would y'all keep it down? Your mom in here trying to read. Would y'all keep it down? Your mom in here trying to help me, help you, help us. If you know what I'm saying. You know? Dads, moms really appreciate it when you tell the kids, would you give your mama some space? Your mom just got home. Get out her face. Oh my God. That is so thoughtful of y'all. We love it. Thank you. We also appreciate when you say things to kids so we don't have to. We appreciate when you help them with their homework so we don't have to. Oh my goodness. That's like the ultimate relief for moms. So moms, I understand what you're taking on. I understand that as a mom, I need balance too. And that is the only way being in a relationship for me would make sense. The only way. That's the only way being in a marriage for me would make sense. Is if this man makes my life easier with my children and myself. And so if you don't have that, but you have a man in your life or a companion in your life, but your life is not getting easier, there is something you have to do. Whether that's having a conversation with them, whether that's having a discussion with them, whether that's pulling him to the side, and whether that's laying down law and possibly being able to be in a position to be by yourself. You have to know what you want as a mother with one child or multiple kids. You have to know how you want to be represented in your household and what you're not going to accept. And a lot of women, sadly, but this is true, would rather have a body in a household with kids than to have nobody. And I want to say this to those women. You're not bad. It's not that you're not deserving of someone good to you and good to your family. It's the fact that you are clearly not ready to be good to yourself. And a lot of men and other people recognize when women are not ready to be good to themselves and they take advantage of your kindness. So I say this to say, men and women, dads and moms, date yourself if you're single. Figure out what you like, figure out what you don't like, figure out what you're willing to try, and figure out if you have mastered the ability to make sure that you are happy for yourself and your children before inviting another person into a possible relationship where you play the blame game and you don't take ownership for the fact that you was actually miserable before I got here. Okay? So moms, we require balance while we mom, and that's cool. But let it be known, speak up, because men are not mind readers. Other parents that help you out are not mind readers. Your best friend that usually helps you with your kids are not mind readers. You need to speak up for yourself. And if you really feel like your back's against the wall and you have nobody, Google some resources for single moms on who you can call and what you can do to get some help, to get some time for yourself. My name is Shan. This is Cozy Womb Podcast. Thank you guys for supporting the show. Oh, I have an announcement. There is a new website. The new website is www.shanbpodden.com. And on there is basically everything podcasting that I'm doing. As you know, or if you don't know, I have several podcasts, not just Cozy Womb Podcast. Cozy Womb Podcast is my baby podcast. It's my first podcast I ever done. But now I have 5 podcasts that I do. So we have Cozy Womb Podcast for parenting. We have She Gets It Pod for, my other side of life. We have So What Page We On Be, which is an on-the-go book club with Casey and Kiki, 2 of my friends. We have The Real Relationship Report with Dungeon that I do on Stereo app 2 Fridays of every month. And we have Loudmouth Stereo podcast that I do with Greg from Young Black and Bothered. And I schedule out those shows specifically in a way where I can equally, balance-wise, give you guys content. So on that website, you can see how to support me. You can see all the shops. You can see ways to donate to the show, and also how to get exclusive content just for you that's not available on other platforms. I will be adding to that website, but for the most part, it's shambypodden.com. All right. And the book, again, is on sale on lulu.com, Marketing the Podcast 101, and The Podcast Journal is the other book. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting and listening. Enjoy your Friday. Be safe. No road rage. No rushing. Take your time. And moms, get that extra sugar scrub pedicure. Don't be out here with no ashy feet. Spring, summer now.